Hi, this is Shanker, and I had some time. So, one important topic which I wanted to discuss briefly today. Of course, we cannot go into the entirety of the thing. Is people, make you afraid of the Guru Chandal Yoga. I mean, when Guru and Rahu are together, then they are known as Guru Chandal Yoga, and everybody who has Guru with Rahu 12th to the Guru, Rahu second to the Guru. You go to a traditional astrologer, you go to a Vedic astrologer, you go to a roadside astrologer, you go to a common astrologer, you say, oh, you have Guru Chandal Yoga, and everything is going to go down the drain. Now, this is one thing which one should understand, that with the changing times and with Kali Yuga, Rahu is a very important planet. You cannot achieve anything without a Rahu. What does Rahu depict? Rahu, let's understand, one very important thing which it controls is Rahu is a booster. Rahu increases your capability of doing things. Whichever house Rahu is there, it will give you a motivation to do more with those aspects of the house, especially of the non-life things. Now let us understand what Rahu is. Rahu boosts things, and Rahu is a planet which today governs our intelligence of high order. Rahu, what does Rahu govern? If you look at the nakshatras which are ruled by Rahu and see where Rahu is placed and what does it signifies in the constellation, then you will see that Rahu basically controls the ultraviolet rays. I mean, anything which has to do with rays, Rahu is there. So let us understand what is it today where we take the advantage of Rahu. I am talking to you through this channel, through this medium, it is Rahu. So anything which is dealing with telecommunication, anything which is dealing with digital, that is Rahu. Anything which is dealing even in medical, where you have to, you say ultrasound, understand what a disease is, or where you use the rays, the light from the gamma rays to the other rays to treat a person, that is Rahu. So that is one very big aspect of Rahu. And today, without social media, without electronics, computer, software, communication, these all come under the purview of Rahu. So how can Rahu not be important for us? I mean, today our whole world, today you get up in the morning, people have the mobile phones with them. All this communication through WhatsApp, through Facebook, through internet, all that is governed by Rahu. So, you should understand that whether it is business, which is done through the net, whether it is teaching, which is done through the net, whether it's relationship and love, which is done through WhatsApp, through communication or through net, all is governed by Rahu. Because when you are in person sitting in front of a girl and you say, I love you, it has a different emotion, a different ethos. And when you say, I love you over WhatsApp and through other electronic medium, that is also Rahu. Even to that extent, people who are using that software of blue whales or whatever it is, and committing suicide as a teenage, even that is Rahu. So let us understand Rahu is today a very important planet for you, both in terms of your daily life, in terms of you doing what you want to do later, at a later stage of life, because today everything is governed by software, applications, electronics and communications. So Rahu is very important there, even in your job and profession where you want to go ahead. And then again, Rahu becomes very critical for you in medical. So Rahu is a planet which cannot be just ignored. So let's understand this. Now let's understand what Jupiter is all about. Jupiter is all about wisdom. Now difference between Jupiter and Mercury. Let's understand. What is the difference between Jupiter and Mercury? Here, I mean, I'm digressing, but it's important. Now, Jupiter is wisdom in a holistic manner. It is a person who has read a lot of books, and when he sits and talks, he intuitively says, this is not right. A technical person who's very intelligent, who's read a lot of books, who's done a lot of experience, and he says, I see this whole plan, and I don't feel it's right technologically. There is some problem here. Then the engineers start working into it, getting deep into it, using a vernier caliper, using various other things, and say, okay, now we pinpoint this is the problem. Now, when you do the detailed study of A, B, C, D, and come to an analysis, that is Mercury. So that is the difference. Jupiter is wisdom in totality. And now what is Rahu? Rahu more or less is also an intellect of a higher form. Rahu does not operate at a lower level. Rahu operates at a higher level where it is the approach to a issue, the approach to a problem which Rahu has is always out of the box. It is unconventional. So Rahu is, that is what is written even in our books, that Rahu is the planet of unconventionality. But today, unconventionality means today you are going from physics to quantum physics. So the area of quantum physics, which is there, understanding energy, understanding, there is a principle that, all of us, all the cells which are there in our body, have a role to play. There are more than 1 billion cells and they have a role to play, and my cell and your cells are basically the same. How do they change? What is the black energy? If you go into those areas of quantum physics, which is a very important thing today, it is Rahu. Even destruction, which is the hydrogen bomb, which is the nuclear, that is Rahu. So Rahu, what I am trying to say, is unconventional wisdom. Jupiter is conventional wisdom, where a person reads what is there, understands that, but applies it in an intuitive form. Mercury is a planet which goes into the details. At some point, Mercury and Rahu are related to each other. Rahu is a higher form of Mercury. I'm trying to explain you this. I can also explain you astrologically, but this is how I'm trying to explain it. Rahu is wind. So Rahu wants to move. Rahu, even if there is a plant which tries to get away from its origin, that has got the impact of Rahu. So Rahu wants to get away. It wants to travel. It wants to change. So that is what Rahu is. Rahu is also a planet which gives you a lot of wisdom. Now here again, wisdom is not the Jupiter's wisdom. Here the wisdom is that you have get disillusioned. You either enjoy, it's something like the Osho theory. You enjoy everything so much that you feel it's no use. Why this Jupiter person tells me that this is the rule, this is the structure, this is the order, this is the discipline, this is how you should move, this is what is written in the Shastras, this is what is written in the Vedas. Rahu says, relax. Let's do what is not written, what is unconventional, both in terms of your own personal behavior. Now I'm turning from business to personal behavior. It says, let's try what is there. Let me try. Let me try. If there is sex, let me try it. Let me try it in various ways of Kama Sutra, and then understand. Okay, it's no use. It doesn't satisfy me. So that is the energy of Rahu. So Rahu gets disillusioned. But let's understand one more thing. If you feel that you are a person who is an energy who is changing forms of energy, from one energy to another energy, which is supported by your body, by those billion cells which grow in your mother's womb, and they keep on increasing, and then there is a time when they die. So the energy has to keep on increasing it. So if the impact of Rahu today in this life could be of a level of, suppose there are 10 levels, it could be, you could only reach the level 2. The disillusionment may come later. So that is how you have to understand Rahu. So Rahu today is a very important planet. And when it is with Guru, where is the question of it being a Chandal? Rahu is not a Chandal. Rahu is a planet of wisdom. Rahu is a planet of spirituality. Rahu is a planet which makes you get into the unconventional world. It is a scientist. It tells you to go and find more which is there in air, space, in our whole setup. And what is Jupiter? Jupiter is like a PhD. It's like a thesis. And thesis is what? It is you put 10 papers which have been written and put them together, and that becomes a thesis. I don't know what is the difference between a hypothesis and a thesis. It's more or less the same. It's like plagiarism. It's like doing what is already there. So Rahu is important for today. Rahu is the planet of today. Rahu is the planet which tells you forget the past, and even if you know a lot of things, move ahead, move for something new. So let's understand. And for me, Therefore, Rahu becomes a very important planet. Yes, now the tendency of Rahu as far as personal life is concerned, as I told you, it says that let me explore things, let me understand things, let me get into things. I'm not going to, what is written in the book is okay, but I'll try that and I'll go move forward also. In a relationship, I will try what Jupiter has told me that, if you like a girl, if you love a girl, you should stop at one girl and, marry her and, just, live a life with her. He said, no. I have to evaluate so many other things. Even after marriage, if there are combinations and, some other girl says, I love you and a strong Rahu, he says, oh, let me try with this. That doesn't mean he may not love, So Rahu is a planet which is inquisitive, which tries, and therefore it is known as unconventional. Thus, when Jupiter and Rahu are together, what happens is, whichever house they are placed, both of them have the tendency to expand in that house. So let's say if they are placed in any house, if you're placed in Lagna, 6th house of competition, let's say 6th house, Jupiter and Rahu are placed. What happens? Rahu says, let me beat the competition. Let me understand people around me, what are they trying to do, and let me go beyond it. Jupiter also says, yeah, that's great. Here is my wisdom, what I have learned from the books. Rahu, take it and move forward. So a person becomes highly competitive. A person becomes, dangerously shrewd in understanding both the conventional wisdom and unconventional wisdom, and he forges ahead. So in that way they become one, and they're very good as far as your professional life is concerned, as far as your you want to rise, you want to do something. Most of the people come, will I be successful? So success is Rahu. So Guru and Rahu together guarantee you success. Therefore, Guru and Rahu are not good. Guru, Rahu, especially in the 6th house, are always good because, Guru protects also and Guru expands. Guru tells you traditional wisdom, it expands. Rahu also does it. So it competes. This particular Guru and Rahu combination in the 6th house competes with your enemies, competes with your diseases, competes with your deaths. So when it competes with all the things and is able to handle both the planets what is supporting, and they can handle enemies, diseases and deaths, so they become very, very powerful. The 6th house parameters or 6th house things, they get into control, and a person is successful. Here both Guru and Rahu actually do good in 6th house. As I said, Rahu in 3rd, 6th, 10th and 11th is very good, and Guru also complements it. So, but when Guru and Rahu, let's say in the 4th house, it will tell you to do education which is different. It will tell you to go into places, go abroad, leave the country. Let's study more. Suppose Guru and Rahu are placed in the house of, it's Kark Lagna, and the 4th house thus becomes Venus. So here the person will tell, let me understand what is all about, what is partnership, what is home, how do you construct home, what is architecture, what is the relationships and partnerships, what are the various partnerships you can have, how you can structure deals. So that's the Rahu says, and Rahu says, let me go and see what is there abroad and let me get it to my place. And Guru helps Rahu there. But again, 4th house is also for domestic peace, happiness, relationships with mother, so on and so forth. Sukha ghar hai. So it says, no, let me see. It's not necessary that I keep on staying in one home. I need to have a home in Delhi, I need to have a home in somewhere else also, I need to have somebody here and somebody there. Mother, okay, fair enough. It says, mother is there, good. But, whether I should become a Shravan Kumar or not, that he says, necessarily not. I do not want to become a Shravan Kumar. She's given birth to me, fair enough. So I'll do minimum what is required, but I will not be, doing the traditional part of it, which is to become a Shravan Kumar. Or what is written in the scriptures, as the son should be to the mother. So that is, we call it modernity today also. But yes, it defies rules. It changes rules. It breaks rules. So there, when we astrologers study, we say, Rahu in 4th house and Guru in the 4th house, yeah, it's going to get. it's going to create issues. Yes, Rahu has got one aspect, which is a very negative aspect, which I would like to tell you here, is that Rahu is also a little deceptive planet. It does not tell a mind out. Suppose Rahu is in the 7th house with Guru, and he is Guru. Guru is in 7th house, Guru and Rahu are together. So here Guru in 7th itself is, for a male horoscope, is not good, because Kartatva in the same bhav and Rahu is also with there. It says, marriage is not for me. You'll have some issues about marriage. But let's talk, that I've tried to explain you. But there also in partnerships, it will have an approach where, Rahu is suspicious. Rahu is a little, he's not sure about himself. He tries to be alert. He's got a personality where, he feels that, where he feels that I can be destroyed. And if I have to can be destroyed, I have to overprotect myself. So it has the negative elements of not believing, looking at the end goal, which is very critical, looking at the end result, which is very critical, not being very clear on the methods to be followed to achieve that goal. So at certain points, Rahu is also, you have to take this characteristic into consideration, where it is a little deceptive, it is a little cheat, it has got treachery in it, it is not very clear. If you look at the first nakshatra itself, which is ruled by Rahu, Adra nakshatra, and people, but those are the people today who are making good executives, making good CEOs, making good businessmen, because that is what is required. You have to be a little shrewd. You should know how to play the game of chess between 10 people. You should be doing something here, putting people in different boxes and playing your game. And that's how you're successful. That's how you run business empires. So that is what Rahu is. And understand, even Surya is not a great. Here I want to tell you that people think, oh, Sun is the greatest planet. Sun is a king. Even Sun knows how to cheat, because if a king didn't know how to cheat and did not know all the ways to cheat, it will never be a king. At least he understood it. So don't be under the impression that Sun is a great. You have to understand that. So every planet has a positive and negative. So this is the negative part of Rahu. So when Guru and Rahu are together, they expand. Both of them work towards the expansion of the house where they are. Rahu is unconventional, Guru is conventional, but when Guru and Rahu are together, Guru takes the energy of Rahu. Guru also, you should not be under any such thing that Brihaspati doesn't have the DNA, the planet, the energy of Brihaspati everything is great in Brihaspati. No. Brihaspati also, was the priest of the gurus of the Devatas. Sorry, it was the guru of the Devatas, and it did a lot of things for the Devatas by advising them how to act, how to react, how to deceive, how to cheat, or if not that, to understand the deception and cheating of the Asuras, and then act according to that. For getting the Sanjeevani from Shukracharya, if we get into the mythology, Guru did a lot of things. Guru did a lot of deception. Guru's relationships also with people and with women had an area of deception. So it helped the Asuras, it helped the Gurus, Devatas against the Asuras, and it is adept in all matters. So when Rahu and Guru come together, then, Rahu says, okay, let me do this. Guru says, okay, I also know all this, let me add to it. And then they work together. So it works like that. But it is nothing to do with Guru and Chandal or something. It makes the person very successful. Now for that, you have to also look at which of the houses it is placed, where it is placed. Wherever it is placed, it will have that area would be of focus. You have to also look where it is there. Rahu does well in the houses of Mercury and in the houses of Venus. Right? Guru does well in the other houses like Sun, Moon, Mars, and its own house, and even in Saturn, because they, at the end of the day, you know, Jupiter is with Jupiter is about wisdom, learning, understanding, and Saturn is all about structure, order, and discipline. So that's how you have to see. But you have to also look at the aspects also, and at least the seventh aspect in Trigonardi is given very importance to. Is if there is a Guru Rahu conjunction, is it aspected by Mangal? Take that aspect as a planet which is there. It is going to have an impact. So Mars has its own issues with Rahu. That will also get impacted. Similarly, if it is a Guru and Rahu and Shukra looks at it, then Rahu gets a lot of bal from Shukra. So you have to understand which planets Rahu is friendly to, which planet Guru is friendly to, and if they look at each other, then who supports whom. And that support system will help you in making a balance sheet and then predicting. Of course, it comes with a lot of experience. I have seen, multiple of thousands of horoscope. I've been doing astrology since the age of 20 years. It's been 40 years I've been doing astrology, and not till now, at least, not for any commercial reasons. I learned it from my father, K. Rao, so many other people I've contacted. So it's just the love of astrology, and that's why I make the videos without asking you to contact me for any kind of a service or anything of that sort. It's just that when I want to make a video, I make it, and it's for the love of the science, for the subject. Yes, I make it on my own terms, and whatever I've been thinking of, I just put it forward. So you have to see it in that way. Where is the house? Who gets more powerful? Now, whenever anybody gets more powerful, that planet will have a greater impact. And then who's aspecting it? And which sign is it in? Also, then we can get into the nakshatras, and then we can get into the which is a sign, Aries, Taurus, which is the pada which is placed, etc., and keep on refining it to get a more understanding of the whole thing. But just to conclude, one thing which it's a matter of first basic principle and importance is look at the degrees of Guru and Rahu. And I will not go into details. This has again been a subject of my own research. Whichever planet has got a lower degree will have a greater impact. If Rahu, though you may say it goes backwards, but I can explain all that. If Rahu has a lot lower degrees, it will have a greater impact. And if Guru has lesser degrees, it will have a greater impact. And of course, then you have to look at the other conjunctions and look at the other aspects and then delineate. Also, you have to also see whether the dasha of that planet is coming. And each planet gives its impact only in its dasha and anta. Rahu will also give its impact on the planets with which it is situated and which are aspecting it. Rahu alone, the depositor of Rahu, will have a very great role to play. And the planet which is aspecting Rahu will also have the energies of Rahu. But then they're carrying the energies of Rahu. If the dasha comes, it will be a different ball game. Or if the dasha of the depositor of Rahu comes, it will have a very important impact. Its depositor is very, very, very critical. So you have to also see the overall strength of Rahu and Guru. But those things cannot be covered in a video. I just wanted to tell you that please do not think that Guru Rahu is a Chandal Yug. Wherever house it is placed and whatever it, as I explained you for 6th house, it is the same way you can analyze other houses. It will have a booster effect for that particular house. It will be supported by Guru. It will be supported by other planets. And if Rahu is strong, then you are a billionaire. You are a politician of the highest order. Without Rahu, you neither can become a big businessman, neither you can become a big executive today, neither you can become a big politician. Even to rise at a certain level, you have to have Rahu. This is what Kali Yuga is. Yes, you should understand Rahu has got its fears, because that comes from the story of Rahu and Ketu. But Rahu and Ketu together, of course, they cannot. And also, when you study at Rahu, never lose impact, never lose sight of the planet Ketu, which because that also has an impact, and that is where I talk about the spiritual aspect of Rahu, the aspect of Rahu which can also take you to a higher realm. So
I would like to end the video now. You can always get in touch with me on my email ID and I would like to, whenever I have the time, I'll try to reply to you. Thanks and bye for now. Thank you.